Waking up once more in a wagon, you find that something has changed. As you struggle to your feet, you find yourself bumping against another. This is a first. Another person in the wagon. How is this going to work? Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Loki Oren, and as I just alluded to, this is going to be a slightly different run. I connected with a fellow Darkest Dungeon 2 player who we were chatting on the Discord, and he asked if I'd be interested in doing a joint run, doing some recording, and this is the output. So thank you, Rowan, for doing the video and audio, actually, recording of this. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it.
Looks like it's going. Yep,
All right,
sweet.
fingers crossed. Let's do this.
All right, resentment, here we come.
Yeah.
So one key question is who we're going with.
Yeah. So I think last time we played, we talked about a formation that I think was, I think it was something like Leper, Jester, Runaway, Occultist. And thinking more about that formation, I'm not sure how well that will do, and I came up with a better one that still makes use of, kind of some of the more interesting characters versus the unusual suspects. So we'll go 4th rank Occultist.
Nope, apologies.
No, you're good. Yeah, 4th rank Occultist, 3rd rank Runaway, 2nd rank Jester, and then the Hellion. And this is Twist and Bleed.
Oh, interesting. Good name.
Yeah, very good name. And we'll talk more about the formation as we go. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah, this is the right call.
Nice. Didn't even check it. Okay,
Yeah.
having a look through. Breach is
Yes.
always nice.
Just what does Calm do?
Oh, whoa. Lethal Fate. What? Oh, that's on
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Calm
really
gives resolute chance. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so that's one of the new changes. So Calma used to be like positive affinity change. Now it's resolute chance, and it also nullifies 25% of stress. So yeah, this is feeling like a very strong formation just off the cuff.
Jeez.
Let's do Hero Pass real quick. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just adding. I imagine you would have added in pre-roll, but obviously this is the new patch. I haven't got much experience on this, so I'll be asking questions.
That makes
makes
2 of us. So here,
Ravager or Carcass, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think go to Ravager again real quick. Yeah, our Hellion is almost never going to move from rank 1. Yeah. So I'm kind of inclined to just have her be a Ravager, and the Bleed is actually a positive since we have Cauterize.
We can benefit from Runaway over here.
Yeah. Speaking of Runaway,
who goes Survivor if we? Well, it depends if we think. Well, I'm assuming Occultist will be dealing damage from the back rank and trying to ramp up in. Is it offering tokens or unchecked power?
We're gonna be hoping for offering tokens for sure. There's actually one trinket we're really gonna be hoping to see with him, which is the Seeing Sphere. I think the Runaway though, I want her able to do damage versus what Survivor does. Sure. So, Orphan or Arsonist?
I've yet to find how I would use Orphan in a way that feels great. I tried a run where I tried to keep it towards the back, and I got the whole 100% fire damage trinket from the lair in the scroll, and it was okay. It might just be that I was undervaluing it, but
I mean, I'm a little unsure about Orphan 2. I mean, the one benefit it has is if we have the Occultist move up a rank, which isn't very hard in a formation with the Jester, then we can get the full value. Go back to Arsonist real quick.
Okay.
Who's Arsonist? Yeah, I think we probably just do Arsonist.
Oh, one thing which seemed really cool. I don't know if you've seen the new clotting powders, ablative powders change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that they now reduce. They do more basically.
Yeah, and this whole like turn start chance of self burn or turn start chance of self bleed. I don't know. It tickles me a bit that you can start throwing these on and maybe
Yeah, and
your
resisting
runner
them.
will get some stress heal.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think let's go with Arsonist.
Sure thing.
Yep. And then we gotta do our for the Warlock, I do think it's either so let's see, Warlock. What does Warlock do again? Is that just
That's the turn start unchecked power.
yeah, I
Obviously
think
with
that's
range
probably
skills. Yeah.
yeah, we need the extra damage. And we can't guarantee that aspirin will be good, so let's just yeah.
Are you planning on making use of chaotic offering in this comp?
Uh, Probably not right now. Because he's going to be generating a fair number of tokens on his own. So here I'd probably ditch demonic pull and just put in burning stars, and kind of count on the warlock to
Well,
generate his own power.
my issue is that him being in fourth rank means he can't
Yeah,
make
so
use of his stab
stab is
skills.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's a world where we swap out sacrificial stab for binding shadows because we can always pull him forward. That's the other stab skill.
Oh, it still can't be used in fourth, unfortunately.
Oh, wow, that's really terrible.
Yeah,
I thought I
it's
could have sworn it could be used from fourth.
no.
Wow.
I got
Okay.
caught out by this on another run.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Hence the thinking on chaotic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Then we may as well drop sacrificial stab for chaotic offering and just have it. You know, this'll mean that Alhazred is not very good at hitting the front rank, but I can
No.
live with that because we've got everybody else to hit the front rank.
Is there anything to be said for the corpse removal on Demon's Pull?
Uh, hmm, I don't know. I tend to not have that. Find that very useful. Like I
Sure.
rarely find myself in a situation where a corpse clear matters.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not like we can't swap these out later. I think we'll have to see as it develops.
I tried so hard to make a nemesis work.
Yeah,
It,
it's
it, it
it's
did not.
tough. You want it to be good, but
Yeah.
it just isn't. And then I think our jester is missing his hero
Yes,
path.
he is.
This is one where I'm curious what you would prefer here because I don't play with the jester very much, so I really don't know.
I'm just thinking. The reason I'm looking around is so the ways I've played with the Jester before is Virtuoso is just like generically good. Like you can kind of do everything. Like there's no real downside to it. It's like the kind of Jester plus. Soloist, I have found good, especially stacking bleeds. Like Harvest starts to feel quite good, and you could make use of Slice Off, though generally like Harvest seems to just get there.
Yeah.
The nice thing about Slice Off is upgrading it gives the vulnerability. Which then kind of makes me think like, what kind of a Hellion are we going? I think that would inform this.
Yeah. Given that Hellion's bleed skills are still, I mean, Ravager reduces her bleed chance, but then I think the her bleed skills require her to be in the second rank, if memory serves.
Yeah, you'll get if it bleeds. There is bleed out, which is front to front, but it's
that's just not flexible enough,
no.
in my opinion. And we're kind of counting on the Hellion here for the resentment boss. We need Iron Swan to exist.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't think we're running a bleed Hellion. So we're gonna be running kind of a bog standard like, ditch Barbaric Yarp and put in Raucous Revelry and Howling End, and just have like kind of full cannon Hellion here.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm a fan of Adrenaline Rush at times, and then
I am
Bloodlust
too.
as well.
Yeah, generally I will start with Raucous Revelry and get a feel for kind of stress. I'd rather have Adrenaline Rush, but sometimes you need the AoE stress heal, so it just swaps between the two of them depending on which one. But yeah, I think so. Given that, going back to our Jester, he would be our main source of bleed, and I'm kind of counting on him to help fill the gap on the front Like,
Yeah.
so if we think about the resentment boss, we have the Hellion, the Runaway, and the Occultist can all hit the back lung, and then the
Mm.
Runaway, the Jester, and the Hellion can all hit the front lung.
Yeah.
So we're kind of counting on the Jester to deal the damage to the front lung and also bridge damage into the center whenever it can. So
Yes.
I'd kind of like him to be able to just deal the damage.
So perhaps soloist in this case, despite the speed down.
Yeah, yeah, I think so because the speed down ends up not mattering that much again, especially against the boss itself, because the boss is like the only skill that matters on that boss is whether you can stop the exhalation,
Yep.
and that always goes last. So I
So
think
we're
that'll
maybe looking at like the whole like keeping these two, swapping into harvest, perhaps.
yeah, I think so. It's
Inspiring
plenty of
tune
it.
can't be used from second rank, but we'll
Can it
likely
not?
have some movement. No,
Yeah.
it's back 2 ranks.
Okay. Yeah. Then that makes Raucous Revelry even better. I do think. Hmm. Is
Can
finale
use Yeah, we
is
can use
finale
finale
useful
from
from?
seconds.
Oh, well then we can have some fun here. Maybe we put in finale, which actually will yeah, like maybe do finale and solo for now.
Uh, sure, that means we can go from front to back with that.
Yeah.
Give it a
Yeah,
go.
yeah, we can experiment with it. I mean, in the end I kind of think this is going to be Fade to Black and Razor's Wit just back and forth a lot, plus the
Agreed.
bleed skills when we need them, but let's have some fun. Here I think we can ditch we could probably ditch Searing Strike and
My
Hearthlight for
my
sure.
only comment is if the jester moves her forward
Yeah,
by fade
true.
to blacking,
Yeah, but then I'd
we could go
probably want to be
dragonfly
using
or something.
yeah I'd want to be using Dragonfly then most
Yeah.
likely. So, Smokescreen can stay. Smokescreen is good. Hearthlight can go because Hearthlight is just
Yeah.
not very useful. And I think Ransack and Cauterize maybe.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, just kind of lock in the movement.
Yeah, I like all that.
And yeah. All right.
Just double checking. Yeah, I got everything.
Twist and bleed.
Yeah, exactly. Not much bleed in our comp though currently.
Yeah, we got the Jester. We'll call that good.
Yeah, true. And the Hellion will be bleeding herself. So, alright, I'll lock it in.
Let's hit
Actually, just for safety's sake, Breach of Resolution, Sprawl Tactician, Fear of Cadavers, Calm, Greedy, and Lethal Fight. This sounds spicy, but probably not that good.
No, it's quite good. It's
Probably
quite good for a character that's AoEing a lot
okay.
because there's you'll like basically like facing something like the Cherubs, an occultist battle are just free crit tokens at some point.
Oh, interesting. How's my volume coming through, by the way, on your side?
It seems good to me. We're I think we're in good shape. We got 10 candles to spend, so it's
Yeah.
your profile, so I'll let you spend those however you
No,
will.
nothing dramatic at the moment. We won't go time as we would. This is where I'm at on all the progressions for all this. So I've unlocked all of the paths and unlocked all the items, though obviously lacking the
Yeah, the
signatures.
signature items.
We've got Bounty Hunter up to max.
Oh,
Working
nice.
Fields, we're unfortunately this is blocking. But 13 out of 31 Stagecoach, 22 out of 31 in, 21 out of 31 combat, and 34 out of 82 on the trinkets. We're maxed out on Journey and Resourcefulness.
Yeah, the two that actually do something.
Yeah. So I think like just for people who might not know, like fair few good items unlocked. This was one that I unlocked last run, which I ended early just so we could get a fresh one for this.
Yep.
Yeah, you've seen this before.
Yeah, you've got most of the trinkets, including most of all the high value ones. I actually saw Seeing Sphere, my beloved, as it walked by, which is always good. It's all the way to the right now. A little bit, one more row down, bottom right corner.
There we go.
So that has been a huge overperformer for me because I'm running I've been running a lot of not warlock. It's the other, the ritualist. So he has a
Yeah,
chance to get a vulnerable token. So it's just like printing extra power. It's been
that does
quite good.
sound really good.
Yeah. Like the rest of the trinkets irrelevant. That's the only thing I care about. But yeah, I think you just, I mean, up to you where you put this. I'd probably just throw it into the working fields and move
Are
on.
we interested in trinkets here, or do we want to try and grab some of the other ones?
Uh, I'm interested in trinkets. Let's see what we can get out of the trinkets.
We'll get at least one.
Yeah.
The farmers grew to appreciate
Okay.
our interest in their lifestyle and their land.
Oh, remove disease 5%.
Interesting.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
And then let's put the other 8 into in items actually. Because
Yeah.
come to think of it, like
the
with
pig.
the bring the pig. Meditative totem's not bad if we have any negative traits.
Honestly, yeah, I quite like that. I don't have much in terms of trait removal. And then nice.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's a new one. I've not seen leeches before. That's a new item.
Yeah,
One
Big fan
target,
of-
remove disease. There we go.
big fan of that effect.
Yeah, very much so.
Begone cholera.
Exactly. Begone dysentery. Begone all these awful
Yeah.
diseases. Tarantism can stay though, because Tarantism doesn't do anything.
Just this once. Debuff. I'll put this on the leper for now, just because he's got his
Yeah, the jester. Yeah,
No, not leper. Sorry, yeah, Chester. Apologies. No.
he's
combat.
already slow, so there's no downside to that. And we ride. So yeah, like just thinking about this formation, twist and bleed in kind of the macro sense. We've got a formation that has a lot of bleed built into it if you want it. Up to you here. I think it's all kind of the same.
Yeah, just check.
They all start at 9.
Yeah.
So we've got.
Oh gosh.
Good. Yeah. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
We
But
go
like, yeah,
food items. Get the health up a bit more.
yeah. Let's do that. That makes sense to me. It's kind of all the. It all ends up coming out. Some steak and
Nice.
spuds. Always nice. But yeah, the formation in the macro sense. So you got from a damage output perspective, you have the runaway for burn, and then you've got bleed coming in from the jester, and then the Hellion and Alhazred just hit hard or can hit hard.
Yeah.
So definitely from a damage output, we're in good shape. There's a small bit of concern about backline reach, because you're relying on Iron Swan to be there. Otherwise, it's basically just Alhazred, because the runaway doesn't do damage. She just adds burn to everything.
Honestly, it's another reason I like Demon's Pull. Like something to maybe consider later.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
to pull
If we end up really struggling, and maybe we swap in Demon's Pull just to have some way of poking the backline if need be.
Right.
But yeah, let's do this.
We could grab the meditative token totem and just start clearing. Do we have any particularly bad? The cadaver one is annoying. The resolution one can be annoying in the end.
Erudite can be annoying as well. Greedy. Like, we don't have any of the ones that like do really, really bad things. We just have a bunch of the ones that are kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the other hand, we've got like boxing gloves and dartboard,
Yeah.
which are both pretty decent. Looking at the like the trinkets, none of the trinkets cut much for me. That didn't do much. And the I mean, mortar and pestle is not an awful one, because you just end up getting a bunch of like poultices, which is not bad. So I'd probably buy that, and then the dartboard and and gloves, and then yeah. I mean, is there anything else here that strikes your fancy?
Honestly, not really. I've never seen a trinket in here that I like the look of. From the Valley Hoarder.
It's always disappointing.
There's a world where I'd be greedy, and we've already got one meditative totem. See how much we can scrub, but like it's not needed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but what are we going to spend the relics on? Literally, the only thing I can think of to spend relics on right now would be locking in Breacher on our Hellion, and we'll get a chance to do that later. So
it's already locked in. So we're.
Oh no, it's we have to. I meant go to the field hospital and like lock the trait so it can't be removed.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. There's also the ablative powders right above it. The combat item that Stress heals.
Yeah, new effect on this, obviously.
Yeah, we get. I mean, if we end up in the sprawl, putting that on the runaway would be kind of cute, or putting that on anybody would be kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh,
So let's take the flyer on the let's take it on the meditative totem and grab both ablative powders and try to give him a chance here.
yeah, see what we can make happen with that.
Yeah. Where'd he get all that stuff anyway? I mean, these are the questions, Bonnie. These are the questions.
Oh, wow.
But also, yeah, you got to remember, you don't want to ask questions you don't want the answer to.
A change in the air.
He stole them from the Hamlet.
Yeah, clearly.
So there's a crumble animation for the roadblocks now, and I don't know if that's new or I just never noticed it.
I don't know either.
Immediately, let's go. Okay, we just howling ending to clear all these lost souls.
Yeah, we're just gonna. I think that's gonna be a very consistent turn for us to just obliterate whatever's in front of us.
Gosh, so I just kind of finished the carcass run with her, and like it's so night and day.
I think that the main strategy is gonna be Firefly, and now Alhazred with Abyssal Artillery, maybe. I don't think that's
doesn't quite hit the mark.
Disappointing. Thankfully, the Hellions just soaking it all. So
we could finale. It's a bit greedy, but she's
I mean,
already dead.
she's already gone. So yeah, we can just finale the. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, we may as well just end it. Oh, nice. We ended on a critical. Thank you, Alhazred. Doing your job.
The past is gone. Let it die.
Possible trinket.
Yeah.
Probably put that on the Hellion.
Yeah, just put it on the Hellion. Let her
There is so much worse in store.
let her absorb a bit more. Stuns aren't that common, and diseases are. So, yeah, crow's feet can go just anywhere. I think. Just it's nice to have them. Yeah, just get them in there.
And we got a whiskey bottle.
No, very good.
We've come here in summers of years gone.
No,
Right. Think
nothing too fancy coming up. Let's just get the Wainwright sorted.
Yep, that's straightforward.
everywhere.
Oh, we got rewarded. Sprawl.
Yeah, there we go.
Thick
know
mud,
you-
and yeah,
You know I am a sprawl enjoyer.
and it's got Spelunk. So yeah, I think we're gonna try and take out the librarian on this one.
Yeah, and I think from an upgrade perspective, what do you think here?
And what you can.
Well, actually, yeah. Let's do this first. This is more straightforward.
Indeed, it ever did.
I don't think we're gonna be able to get relationships early anymore. I think that's the thing that they've kind of done away with
Yeah.
the new system.
Yeah, you have to get. It seems like you have to get fairly lucky to push it high enough to get the chance of a blessing.
Yeah.
And playing cards kind of scares me because that can start spiraling the wrong direction. I'm kind of inclined here since we're going to the sprawl immediately. I think we're short one food for our party.
Sure.
Think
So
we have
maybe
3
grab the apples and cheese.
Yeah, just grab an apples and cheese and call it good.
Yeah, fair.
Something to ease the
Yeah,
rigors
I
Because
mean,
then we can
to maybe just alright, yeah, click the right one this time. Right, Steak and Spuds front two. I'm assuming he's already slow, so
Yeah, Saramenti gets a steak and spuds because he being a little more slow is not going to matter to him. And I think Boudica, she's fast and she's not slow, but she's decent. I think you're reading my mind here. Stale bread on Bonnie because she's already good at resisting burn, and Alhazred
Exactly.
can have the other. Leeches, I think we just carry to the end, or we just carry till we use it. Let's get rid of greedy and erudite, maybe.
cool. So Erudite is here.
Yeah,
It's
there
gone.
we go. Wonderful.
That seems so good. And Greedy
Yeah.
was here.
Yeah. Because I just don't
And it's
think fear
gone.
of cadavers nice. Yeah, I don't think fear of cadavers matters that much. Like it's a 50% chance of getting a stress whenever you fight a cadaver, which just isn't that common.
Maybe
Yeah, I think
these two.
Yeah, I think those two, because yeah, Bonnie's not gonna do much with strength tokens. So yeah, I think it's Boudica and Saramenti here. Nice. Dartboard though, I kind of want that to be Saramenti and Bonnie.
Sure.
There we go. And then the whiskey bottle, could go anywhere.
Motion,
So
probably these two.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I didn't like that one. So
Yeah,
just
it's
to get familiar with the system. Nice.
So it's
Where was
yeah.
that?
So it basically nothing's happened. We're basically neutral. So we're unlikely to see anything come out of here, which is fine. And I think that's everything we've got. So like we just got to do our master.
Now.
Yeah. So talking about my philosophy here, I think toe to toe is an automatic upgrade whenever you have the Hellion. It's
100%.
too good not to. Unless you're not using Howling End or another way that she gains winded, toe to toe is just the best way to do that.
Agreed.
Then the other upgrade,
whatever will get us an easier kill on the librarian.
and I think that ends up being the that might end up being either Burning Stars or Abyssal Artillery. Like just, I mean, yeah, Abyssal Artillery is a really minor upgrade. I think Burning Stars is somewhat more substantial.
Yeah, definitely gives a bit more top end and some crit. Yeah. There's, I'm just thinking.
Yeah, because it's not the Runaway. Nothing on the Runaway is going to help us here. So it's really, the alternative would be the Jester, and just kind of accept that the first book is going to go down. And then we have the Jester, and maybe we actually end up swapping in Slice Off, or Slice Off or Harvest, and try to bleed him out.
I think maybe Artillery just for the AoE in that sense, and then like the stun will help.
Yeah, we do have ways to generate the combo too. So yeah, let's do Abyssal Artillery. That seems like a fine upgrade.
Would you are we planning on making use of Weakening Curse?
Yes, right now Alhazred doesn't have a way to hit the front rank with anything else except Burning Stars, which he can't consistently do. So I like having one of the curses in.
Yeah, that's fair comment.
Yeah.
Okay. Just my thinking is that Demon's Pull.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely an option, but the thing is that Demon's Pull, I think Demon's Pull only hits the 3 ranks. Does it hit? How many ranks does it hit?
Back 2.
Yeah,
and then clears corpses.
Back 2. Yeah, so it's basically the same. Like thinking purely about the Librarian, it's basically the same as Abyssal Artillery.
We're gonna see him act pretty early every combat,
which means we can
speed.
We can hit an early Chaotic Offering and then just spam Burning Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's hit it. So, what are your thoughts on the new these new screens here? Let's see what we got.
Oh, I have not seen this before.
Oh.